Have you ever walked into a room and felt an invisible wall go up, as if someone decided not to like you before you even said a word? It's frustrating, confusing, and sometimes even hurtful. You try to be warm and friendly, yet there's always that one person whose cold stare or distant vibe leaves you questioning what you could have done wrong. Why does this happen? What triggers these seemingly baseless feelings of dislike or resentment? The truth is, the reasons people form negative feelings toward us often go far deeper than anything we've said or done. They're rooted in silent emotions like envy, unspoken insecurities, or small misunderstandings that quietly snowball into bigger issues. These hidden dynamics shape the way we connect or fail to connect with others, often without us realizing it. But here's the thing. Understanding these dynamics isn't just about satisfying curiosity. It's a game changer for navigating the complex web of human relationships we face every day. That's why, in this video, we're peeling back the layers to uncover 9 unexpected reasons people might harbor negative emotions toward you. These revelations will not only surprise you, but also help you approach your relationships with clarity, empathy, and confidence. Before we dive in, I want to take a moment to thank you. Your support fuels everything I do, and your thoughtful comments bring me so much joy. Reading them reminds me why I love creating this content for you. If this is your first time here, don't forget to hit the like button and turn on notifications. It's a small click for you, but it makes a world of difference in helping others discover this content. Now let's begin this eye-opening journey together. Are you ready to see the world and yourself through a whole new lens? Let's go. 1. Envy and jealousy. Envy and jealousy are common reasons why someone might act negatively toward you. These feelings can be like poison in relationships, turning admiration into dislike. People often feel jealous or envious when they see something in you that they want, but believe they can't have. It could be your success, achievements, personality, or even your lifestyle. At its core, envy usually reflects dissatisfaction with their own life. Instead of feeling happy for your success, they might see your accomplishments as a reminder of what they feel they're missing. Over time, this can turn into resentment. Some may even try to bring you down by spreading rumors, gossiping, or trying to make your successes seem less impressive. It's important to remember that envy is their issue, not yours. You didn't cause their feelings, and you're not responsible for fixing them. Your achievements and qualities shouldn't be dimmed because someone else is struggling with their insecurities. As the philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, "Don't worry about things outside your control. Focus on your actions, thoughts, and responses instead of others' negative feelings." By understanding that envy often drives hostility, you can handle these situations calmly and protect your inner peace while continuing to grow. 2. Misunderstandings. Even small misunderstandings can lead to big problems in relationships. These happen when there's a gap between what someone says and how the other person understands it. A single word, a misread tone, or even an unintended expression can make someone feel offended or disrespected. When communication isn't clear, it's easy for feelings to be hurt. People may start making assumptions based on these misunderstandings, creating emotional distance. Over time, small miscommunications can turn into deeper resentment. Good communication is key to avoiding these problems. Listening carefully and trying to see things from the other person's perspective can prevent unnecessary conflicts. When you're unsure of someone's intentions, ask questions and seek clarity instead of jumping to conclusions. This effort builds trust and keeps relationships positive. 3. Clashing values. Everyone grows up with different beliefs and values, shaped by their unique life experiences. Sometimes these differences can cause disagreements or even resentment. Conflicts over values don't just come from big issues like politics or religion. They can also come from smaller things, like opinions on work, lifestyle choices, or habits. When someone believes their way of thinking is the only right way, they may see people with different beliefs as a threat. This can make even small disagreements feel personal and create walls between people. These walls make it harder to understand one another and allow resentment to grow. Recognizing that everyone's values come from their own experiences can help us be more understanding. As the philosopher Epictetus said, each of us is a product of our own upbringing and surroundings. When we approach differences with respect and curiosity instead of judgment, we create space for better connections and fewer conflicts. Learning to accept and appreciate different perspectives makes it easier to live in harmony and build stronger, healthier relationships. 4. Rumors and gossip. Rumors and gossip can create hostility faster than almost anything else. These whispered stories, whether completely false or exaggerated, can ruin your reputation before you even have a chance to explain yourself. Gossip spreads like wildfire, infecting relationships with distrust and suspicion. Once it starts, it's hard to stop, as the story often changes and grows in ways that paint an even worse picture of you. Gossip usually focuses on negative or sensitive details, even if they aren't true, because people are naturally drawn to sensational stories. When the gossip fits their biases or suspicions, they're more likely to believe and spread it. Unfortunately, this can lead to serious consequences, like losing friendships, damaging your career, or facing isolation. What makes gossip so damaging is that it creates a false version of you, one shaped by lies or misunderstandings. Fighting this false image can feel impossible, but the best way to combat it is to focus on the truth. Stay honest, maintain your integrity, and don't let the negativity pull you down. When you live authentically and act with transparency, your actions will eventually speak louder than any rumors. Truth and integrity are powerful tools for restoring trust and showing others who you really are. 5. Insecurities and projection. Sometimes when people struggle with their own insecurities, they take it out on others instead of addressing their feelings. This can lead to resentment or even hatred, especially toward those who seem to have the qualities they lack or desire. These insecurities might come from past failures, tough experiences, or comparing themselves to others. For example, if someone feels insecure about their career, they might envy a coworker who is excelling and then resent them for it. This is called projection. They shift their negative feelings onto someone else to avoid dealing with their own struggles. Over time, this resentment can grow into stronger feelings of dislike or hostility. Your achievements can also make others feel threatened. Instead of feeling inspired, they may see your success as a reminder of their own perceived shortcomings, which leads to negative emotions. But it's important to realize that this is about them, not you. Their reactions are shaped by their inner struggles, not by anything you've done wrong. When you understand that their hostility comes from insecurity, it's easier to respond with empathy and compassion. This doesn't mean you should tolerate mistreatment, but it helps you keep their negativity in perspective and not take it personally. 6. Lack of empathy. A lack of empathy is another common reason for hostility. When people can't or won't try to see things from someone else's perspective, they may misunderstand others' actions and motives. These misunderstandings can lead to resentment and negative feelings, even when no harm was intended. Without empathy, People may misinterpret innocent words or actions as rude or offensive. They may make snap judgments or assume the worst, which only deepens the divide. This narrow view of the world prevents understanding and creates an us versus them mindset that fosters resentment. This lack of empathy is often tied to self-centeredness. People who focus only on their own experiences and emotions may fail to recognize or appreciate what others are going through. Their indifference can come across as cold or dismissive, leading others to feel hurt or angry. When someone's resentment stems from a lack of empathy, it often reflects their own emotional limitations rather than anything you've done. Recognizing this can help you manage conflicts with patience and understanding. If possible, try to build a connection by fostering better communication and encouraging mutual understanding. If that's not possible, focus on maintaining your own emotional balance and avoid letting their negativity affect you. By staying grounded in empathy and compassion, you can navigate these challenges with resilience while protecting your own peace of mind. 7. Competition and rivalry. Competition can be a great motivator, but when it goes too far, it can turn into resentment or even hatred. Rivalry often starts in workplaces, friend groups, or even families, where people compare themselves to others. Healthy competition can push us to grow, but when someone becomes overly focused on winning or proving themselves, it can lead to toxic feelings like jealousy and bitterness. This happens when someone feels overshadowed or believes that another person's achievements are unfair or undeserved. Instead of working on their own success, they might focus on tearing the other person down. This can result in gossip, personal attacks, or even sabotage, creating a harmful and negative environment. It's important to understand that competition doesn't have to mean conflict. There's enough room for everyone to succeed, and celebrating others' achievements doesn't take away from your own. By shifting your mindset from rivalry to mutual respect, you can avoid the negative effects of unhealthy competition and build more positive relationships. 8. Social expectations. Sometimes people may feel resentment toward you simply because you don't fit into their idea of what's normal. Maybe you've chosen a different career path, live an unconventional lifestyle, or make choices that challenge their expectations. This can make some people uncomfortable because it forces them to question their own beliefs or values. This kind of negativity is often more about their struggles than your choices. They may feel threatened by your ability to live authentically, especially if they've followed a more traditional path without questioning it. It's important to remember that your life is yours to live, and you don't owe anyone an explanation for your choices. Stay true to yourself, even when others judge or misunderstand you. Your happiness and fulfillment come from living according to your own values, not meeting someone else's expectations. By embracing your authenticity, you can inspire others to do the same, while building a life that truly reflects who you are. 9. Feeling overlooked or unrecognized. Everyone wants to feel appreciated for their hard work and achievements. But when those efforts are ignored or undervalued, it can lead to resentment. This happens a lot in competitive spaces like workplaces, families, or social groups, where people feel they're being compared to others. When someone believes their contributions aren't acknowledged, they may start to harbor negative feelings toward those who seem to get more recognition. This resentment can grow over time, especially if they don't express their feelings or if they misinterpret someone else's success as a personal slight. To prevent these feelings, it's important to acknowledge others' efforts and celebrate their successes. Open communication and showing appreciation can go a long way in maintaining positive relationships. At the same time, if someone feels resentful toward you, it's often more about their expectations than anything you've done. Negative feelings like jealousy, resentment, and hostility often come from other people's internal struggles, not from anything you've done. Whether it's competition, gossip, insecurities, or clashing values, these emotions say more about them than about you. You are not responsible for fixing someone else's negativity, nor are you obligated to make everyone like you. The best thing you can do is focus on being authentic, kind, and true to yourself. Build relationships with people who respect and value you, and don't let others' judgments or negativity define your self-worth. Remember, your journey is unique, and your value is not tied to someone else's opinion of you. Surround yourself with positivity and celebrate the people who lift you up. By doing so, you'll create a healthier and happier life for yourself and those around you. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you'd like to share your story or thoughts, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. If you don't know what to say, simply type peacefulness to show you've made it to the end. Your engagement helps this community grow stronger. See you in the next session.